thoughts on Michael getting hired and how you see him being a good fit there?
Yeah, super excited when I read it. Very unexpected. Just 'cause I hadn't heard anything about that. Obviously, Billy's name had been, mentioned everywhere. But not just the basketball part, which is a historic job to take, but just the cool part of his daughter, going to school there and just all the elements to it. So, yeah, I mean, basketball in America's changed, with the NIL and college and the hiring processes are different, at a different level. Kevin Young was an assistant coach, but taking over BYU, right around the time the NIL hit, I think it made a lot of sense. I think the coaching pool is different. It's not just the recruiting and being in Vegas till midnight watching games. There's general managers, and I just think it's changed everything. And a guy like him, I mean, he'd be perfect for that job. So yeah, it was. I mean, for all the guys that are here that had known him, we were all super excited. After shoot around, we saw it that it was a possibility. So yeah, I'm just happy for him and his family. He belongs coaching, and that's what he should be doing.
What aspects do you see him being improved
I just think the discipline, the fact that it's more of a professional environment now, especially at schools like that, where you have to look at it like these guys are under contract now. And I think a lot of NBA coaches understand what it means to coach somebody that's making money. And there is a level you can't go to, like it's 1950, but there's definitely a level somewhere in the middle. And I think that's what's appropriate nowadays for the college game. I mean, I'm just watching the Final Four, man. Like Illinois is a EuroLeague team. I mean, it's completely different landscape. And so I think you're going to see more pro coaches, of Coach Malone's caliber, looking at jobs like that. And it makes a lot of sense to me. So yeah, just overall happiness. I haven't talked to the guys, the players yet that know him well. But it seems like a really good fit for him. And I'm really excited to see how he, fills out his staff, all those things. Just as an NBA guy, watching another NBA person take over a situation like that, what are the steps he'll take? So, yeah, look, he was great to me, man. I'll be his biggest cheerleader. And I just think it's awesome. It's awesome for all basketball, NBA and college included.
Have you been in touch with him at all, just as he was doing the TV stuff this year?
Just random texts, and today's the same thing. I text him. I'm sure I was the millionth person to send him a text. But it's, yeah, I don't know, man. It's pretty special to go coach against Duke and you're North Carolina's head coach, all the things that come with that. I don't know. It's very cool to have the success he had here and have that translate into something like that. Very deserved.
Based off of the final, you guys have now gone through 78 games, the final week of the season. When you think back of how long this season has been, how different it may have been from what you expected, just what are you most proud of with this group and what are you hoping to gain in the final week?
Yeah, I think just, start of the season, if you told me we have a chance to be the 3 seed, obviously what San Antonio has done was, I don't want to say it's unexpected, but the amount of wins is, if they're getting to 60 here, that's pretty historical. OKC's OKC. So I just think for us, just grinding through the year and finding a way to get ourselves into a situation where we have the opportunity to control our own destiny is pretty cool, as long as other things go our way. But again, if we finish in that top 4, obviously 5 is a thing that could happen. I think I would have taken that, in this conference. And if you would have told me all the things that happen along the way, just have the group stay together, get enough of a rhythm late in the season to make a little bit of a run, like we are right now with the win streak, to put ourselves in this situation, is really all you want. You just want to get into this thing, give yourself a chance. So it's all the seasons are up and down, man. Even the one we won the championship, you forget how bad we ended that season. It's easy to remember how we got ahead that year and how we won it. But we were very, up and down and that year. So every year has a weird feel to it. That's why it's 82. It's a long, long season. But yeah, the group is tied together. In the NBA, that's all you want. We have a talented team that's very excited about their opportunity. Their attitude this morning to shoot around, just the overall approach has been really good. So with all the injuries, next man up mentality, which is such an overused term, but sometimes it's just reality, and that's what the whole season's been for me.
You mentioned this before, what a great win you had on Saturday, but here comes another game against Monday against Portland that you kind of throw what that game was if you kind of lose the game tonight. What's your message going to be or has it been to the team to make sure you don't look focused, because no, you're not playing San Antonio. You're playing still a pretty hot team.
Yeah, I think your messaging is this team beat us early in the season. This team, we're playing them for the fourth time. You know how it is. You play a team that many times. You get a feel for each other. And I think more importantly, you know, we've talked about this a lot. What happened last night around the NBA? That should make you ready for tonight. Watching Houston find a way to win that game last night. They're right behind us. What Charlotte did in Minnesota. What the Lakers are going through. I mean, to me, that should provide enough motivation to continue to be professional about each and every game. And Portland plays hard as hell. And they can turn you over. They live in the paint. They have the offensive rebound. They do a lot of things that we've had struggles with certain times this season. So this is a challenge for us. We know that. And on top of that, to your point, this is opportunity. It's the last week of the season. So we have to stay focused, understand that this game will be completely different than Saturday, which was a crazy high-level game. But we have to find a way just to score more points than them tonight and keep it moving.
David, the night Zeke got hurt, it looked when he was like leaving the arena not great.
Yeah.
I think he's been upgraded questionable. Is there a chance you get him back tonight? And is this kind of in line with what the original timeline was to get him back possibly this quick?
Yeah, I mean, they said day-to-day, which I sometimes day-to-day is so open-ended. There's lots of days. But he went through shoot-around. He looked good to me, much better than he did when he practiced the day before the San Antonio game. His movement was better. He has to go through his normal routine, like I always talk about. But we'd love to have Zeke active tonight. It gives us another way we can go if we need to. We can go big with Jonas. We can go small with Zeke. Obviously with Spencer and Peyton out. So it's I'm hoping he's playing. I'll find out here probably in the next 45 minutes.
Coach, what have you seen out of Tamari Kamara this season, particularly on the defensive end? I think he got second team last year, so I'm curious how you've seen him kind of build on that this season.
Yeah, just a very unique skill set defensively. Can guard all 5 positions. Has the ability to pick up point guards, to front centers. Not scared of contact and physicality. And I think on the flip side, the defense is what it is. He's already been, shown by the NBA how much respect they have for him. The 3-point shot's gotten so much better. And I always think it's cool to see a guy that's improved every year, and now it's not just the defense, but finding a way to impact the game on the other end, which, as we all know, when you get to these huge, important games, you have to be able to do something on both ends. And, he showcased he can do that. They've put confidence in him. Their coaching staff has to shoot the ball. He's a young, high-level, athletic, competitive player. And to be honest, competitive is a skill. It's a natural instinct. It can be coached into you, but a lot of guys that really have it just have it. And you can tell from the way he plays every single night that's his natural gift.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it.